Hi everyone, welcome to my brand new channel. My name is Eve and we'll be looking into some really interesting and important stuff to do with finances and basically building our wealth. The reason I'm starting this channel is because about 3 to 4 years ago I walked through this journey before, and what happened is I was able to buy my first investment property this time last year. And so that resulted in me basically using up a lot of my savings and everything else. So what I'm trying to do is rebuild everything. And I thought in the process of rebuilding everything, it would be really good for me to show you guys all the things I learned, which will hopefully save you all the steps that I had to walk through myself. So the first thing that we'll be talking about today is cash ISAs. For those who don't know what these are, the ISA stands for Individual Savings Account. What makes a cash ISA special is that any interest you earn on your savings is completely tax-free. So if you were to make £200, if you were to make £1,000, whether you pay your taxes at 20% or you pay your taxes at 40%, it doesn't matter. You pay nothing. All your money is your own, which is absolutely brilliant. So in the 2024-25 tax year, So in the 2024-25 tax year, which is the one which ends on the 5th of April 25, you are allowed to save up to £20,000 completely tax-free. So why would you not just put your money in a regular savings account, might be your question. Well, the regular savings accounts are tax-free up to a certain point. So if you're a basic rate taxpayer, you would earn up to £1,000 tax-free, and if you interest tax-free, and if you are earning a higher rate taxpayer, you can make up to £500 interest tax-free. The thing with cash ISAs, even if you made £2,000, it would all be tax-free, so no tax, no deductions. So what are the different types of ISAs, of cash ISAs? There are different types of cash ISAs. So the first one we're going to talk about is what are known as easy access cash ISAs. Easy access cash ISAs. So if you want the flexibility of where you can deposit your money in, and if something happens you need to take it out with no penalties, this would be the kind of ISA you might want to consider. Please remember that all the information I'm giving you on this channel is not financial advice. It is just information and things which are based on my own personal experience. The thing with easy access cash ISAs, there are some different ones out there, and one of the most interesting ones is the ones which are called flexible cash ISAs. What makes these flexible is, we were talking about the fact that you can deposit up to £20,000 in one financial year. With the flexible cash ISA, even if you had to take out £1,000, your amount of money that remains that you can, if you decide to put that £1,000 back into the ISA, would still be the same. You can take money in and money out within the same tax year and it doesn't actually affect your £20,000. Whereas with some people, if you put in £1,000 and were to withdraw £1,000, you would now only be left with the £19,000 that you could put into the cash ISA. With the flexible one, it doesn't matter. You can take money in, money out, put it back in, and it still would remain at 20,000 as long as you don't exceed that. So for some people, this might be quite a good option. The second type, so the first type of cash ISA we've spoken about is the easy access cash ISA. The second kind of ISA we're going to talk about is the fixed rate cash ISA. So with the fixed rate cash ISA, you will tend to find that these offer guaranteed returns over a fixed term, which can be a year, which can be 2 years. But the trade-off that you get is that you can't access your money during that period without penalties. So you've got to assess your situations and think, am I likely to need this money in the next year or two? Because sometimes it's not actually worth going, even though the rate usually is a bit higher with the fixed rate cash ISAs. You would lose that higher fixed rate if you were, you would lose, there would be penalties for you withdrawing that money. So it might not actually be, end up being the best ISA for you. The last kind of a savings ISA is just a regular savings ISA. So a regular savings ISA is good for people, excuse my writing, savings ISA. These are good for people who are going to be quite consistent, where they know that they can make this monthly contribution, regular monthly contributions consistently over time. Okay, bearing in mind that all of these, you'll have to compare the interest rates of all of these. So for the easy access, fixed rate and regular ISAs, and because they will have different interest rates, with the fixed rate usually being some of the higher ones, but as we discussed earlier, there would be penalties for any withdrawals. So how do you choose? Okay, so let's take a look at that. How do we choose which ISA to go for? Well, there's certain things we're going to consider. The first one, obviously, is interest rate. How much money can I make? Or rather, will my money make while it's sitting in this ISA? So first of all, look at the look at the interest rates. A good, very good, the one I use personally is Money Savings Supermarket. This is a comparison website, and I use this personally because it's really good for showing you all the different interest, where you can put in a money saving supermarket, you put in cash ISA, and then it will give you all the different interest rates on the different kinds of ISAs available. So, but remember that the rates can change, especially with the easy access ISAs, where the rate might go up or down depending on market conditions. Okay. The next thing you want to consider when you're deciding which ISA is best for you is access to your money. I know my writing is beautiful. So do you need access to your money, or can you lock it away for a while? If you think you might need to withdraw funds soon, an easy access ISA might be give you the flexibility that you need. But if you don't need your money though that you're putting away for like a year or two, a fixed rate ISA would probably give you a better return, because as we said, those tend to give you higher interest rates. And the last thing to consider is the provider's reputation. You can look on any reviews about that provider, but especially make sure you look to check that they are covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. This is a scheme which protects your money in these savings up to £85,000 per person per institution. Okay, so those are the things you need to look at. So I'll now talk you through what I did myself when I decided to open a cash ISA a month ago, so in January. And the last thing, just to make sure before you choose which ISA, just make sure you look for hidden fees or penalties, because that's especially important with the fixed rate ISAs. So when I was looking in January, I went to Money Saving Supermarket, looked at the cash ISAs. I know that I'm the kind of person where I might need access to my money, because if there's an emergency, that's the only money I would have in this situation. So I would need access to that money. So I was looking at the easy access ISAs. When I looked at the easy access ISAs, I also then looked for flexibility, which means that if I did have to withdraw money, I need to be able to put it back in without losing the £20,000 limit for the tax year, as we said, which ends in April. So based on that, I ended up, the best option for me was actually the trading 212 cash ISA. This one, I've just looked today, and it still is giving the highest interest rate. At the moment, it is giving the Trading 212 is offering an easy access ISA with a rate of 5.03% AER variable rate. Okay, so that is really brilliant. So 5.03%. So if you were looking at the fixed rate ISAs, I looked today and I noticed that according to Money Saving Supermarket, if you put your money into an Oak North Bank, you would be getting 4.46% AER fixed rate for 1 year, which is really quite good. But remember, there's this would be for a fixed rate ISA. So based on that, as I said, in my personal situation, I then opened a Trading 212 cash ISA, and it's been really good for the past 1 month, in the sense that every day or every 2 days, I get a message which tells me how much interest I made, which is very motivating. So just to wrap things up with the final few tips. Go on a comparison website. As I said, my preferred one is Money Saving Supermarket, which helps you see all the best interest rates. Take a look to see which kind of ISA suits your needs best. The reason why we're looking for a cash ISA is because ISAs mean any interest we make is tax-free. We don't have to worry about the taxman making any deductions or us owing him anything. And this is the beginner step. This is step one on our financial journey. We've got to start saving some money, even if it means because you can actually open a Trading 212 account and start with £1. So I'm actually challenging you today. Just start. The name of my channel is Just Start. It's amazing how a year from now, you will wish you had started today, even if it was £1, because that is a start. It begins the journey. Every journey starts with the first step. You've got to make the first step. And the first step is opening a cash ISA, choose one which suits you, and just starting, even if it means £1. You just need to start, because obviously, if it means today you don't have, you don't buy something worth £1, you've started saving. That is a plus. That is a good thing. And then we can then walk this journey together as we go through our financial, increasing our financial literacy. As I said, I'm trying to rebuild my savings, and get back to investing, and we're going to walk through the whole step, which is how I ended up, because my ultimate step at the end of this journey is to have you guys as my accountability partner. And the ultimate journey would be to invest in another property or in another business or some other investment, because we cannot rely on our day job. We do need other income. And the point of me having this channel is to save you some of the steps so that you don't have to go and research, go and do all that. I am showing you what I did, which worked last time, and then hopefully if we do it together this time, it will get us both to where we want to be. Thank you. So remember to hit the subscribe button and like if you found this video useful. But most importantly, if you do nothing else, just add a comment and put, if you've gone on Money Saving Supermarket and you've opened a cash ISA and started it with at least £1, I would love for you to add day 1 to on my comment section. That way I will know and I'll give you a thumbs up, because I will now know that you and me are going to be accountable to each other as we begin this journey. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.